been a long time, probably almost a year since I've come on here and talked, but been going through a lot of different things lately personally. Um, Anxiety, um, a lot of emotions over the last year that I've I've been trying to go get through and um, just really personal, deep things that I'm trying to get better at as a man, as a husband, just being better. Uh, and while I have gotten better in some regards, other aspects I have not, but I continue to strive to do do better as far as just just being better. Um, and it's honestly got me into a place where I just wanted to just step away. I mean, I've always thought about coming out here and just chatting, but I just couldn't ever bring myself to do it. But um, yeah, so that's kind of where I've been. But today we're actually we're in Eden Prairie, visiting one of our friends uh, up here. Cassie has known him for her whole life, so we're visiting him and his wife, and it should be a good time. We haven't seen him yet, but it's Friday Friday afternoon here, so we're just waiting for him to get off work and spend the next couple of days hanging out and having a good time. So, um, but it's a lot better. The weather's a lot better, and yeah. You know, something I've been thinking about recently, and I'm sorry if the wind is taking this video quality a little bit down, but I've been thinking about this country and where we are and how, as a country, we just don't listen to each other. As people, we don't listen to each other. We just yell and scream and protest. And we don't seem to be thinking objectively anymore. It's black and white. It's, you know, my way or the highway. It's just, we don't listen to each other. We don't try to understand each other. And I believe that's a big reason why we have the problems we do in this country and in the world in general. Um, just something that's really been on my mind for like the last 2 months, and then I've really wanted to talk about it, but I just, again, been in a rut. But um, yeah, why aren't we listening to each other? And you know, I've myself have tried to think objectively about things, about situations and such, and how we can how we can be better in that regard. And you know, I try to look at both sides of the coin, no matter what side you're on, whether it's politically or social issues or whatever it is. Um, that's been something I've also been working on, but among other things. But um, I think being objective is important, and I think it would be, obviously this is probably never going to happen, but if we could just get to a place where we were just fair and honest with each other, without, again, yelling, screaming, and fighting, and protesting, and violence, and whatever else, just be be better people, be better human beings, you know? And this is also coming partially from my Christian heart, because I do follow God and follow Jesus, and this is the way I've always kind of thought in my head, but I just wish the world was more like the way I would like it to be. But again, I know that's sort of fantasy and such, but issues don't get solved with violence. Issues don't get solved with protesting so much, because protesting is not the greatest. It's good to an extent, but for it to turn into violence, that's when I have the problem. And when people are just screaming and yelling, it doesn't, it's not the same. But yeah, I don't know. But I think we can get there. I don't know. These are just some of my thoughts today. Maybe I'll be back later, maybe not. But for now, I'm gonna get going, go for a little walk, and maybe I'll be back to record more.
That will take you right to the mall too.
Oh, that's nice.
So Seth can park there, and another go to the mall and not have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It takes you to Terminal 1, Terminal 2 of the airport. It runs 5 to 11, 5 a.m. Oh my gosh, it's only $2.
Really?
And $1 per person with disabilities. So can you imagine how much gas you'd save? That's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, just for kicks. Not that I'd ever think about it. I want to see how long it takes me to get to Mayo.
Let's see.
It would take me every day an hour and 37 minutes to get to work.
Not gonna be talking much. Too windy. This is at Purgatory Creek Park. The park is actually, well, this is the whole park, but over there, sort of, right behind those trees, is where the picnic tables were and such, so pretty neat. That's no fun. You should be able to fish on a bridge. But I get it. Ooh. That is really coming up higher than I thought. And this little bridge is not as stable as I thought it was going to be either. Trying to hold on to my phone tight because it doesn't have a case, because it's a newer phone, so somewhere over by that gazebo. So, yeah, kind of a nice little walk. Cassie's over there sitting on the you see a little blue blip right across that bridge there. That's where she's sitting. So, Yeah, there's just been a lot going on, and you know, 2 years ago, and I don't talk about this much, but 2 years ago, roughly, Cassie had her heart attack. Um, Something I've been struggling with as far as not trying to think about, what could happen in the future, what, may not happen in the future. And it's been tough. Obviously, not as tough as the things that she goes through, obviously, but as far as being, it's just tough, really tough. Um, I struggle with a lot of anxiety when it comes to that. A lot of panic attacks, a lot of just kind of, it's hard to explain unless you've been through something like this with a family member or, significant other, things like that. It's just hard to explain. But I do the best I can to be as supportive as I can, and yeah. But I won't lie. It's like I said, it's not easy, but I love Cassie with all my heart, and I will always be here for her. To death do us part. And yeah. And that's part of the reason why I haven't done videos, because I've just been struggling with those things. But again, that's one aspect, personal things I've been dealing with. But there's a whole bunch of other things too. So yeah, this is a nice little trail going around the lake, trying to get a little bit of exercise. I do have to go to the gym tonight at the hotel, but that's what I can talk about. I forgot. So about, 20 years ago. In fact, if you probably go back to my videos 20 years ago, you might see that I started going to the gym. I think I weighed a little over 200 pounds. And I finally said to myself, I'm going to go to the gym. I have to start going to the gym. And so for the next 10 years, I went to the gym every single day. And I wonder how far. Anyway, let's go back. Went to the gym every single day. And about probably after 10 years or so, doing that consistently every day, I this way. I started going like 4 or 5 times a week, and then kept going to the gym. We moved back to the Midwest. Didn't have a gym membership for a couple of years up until this year, and started going. I've been going every single day since January, and I've been doing great. I haven't been lethargic. I've had more energy. I've had a lot, and it's been fantastic. Um, and I said, I just got to go back to the way I used to do things, going every single day, regardless of what I'm doing. So if I'm going somewhere on a trip, I'm going to either take a walk outside, I'm going to use the hotel gym, which luckily we have one on this trip, so I'm thankful for that. But I've been doing weights, I've been doing weight machines, stationary machines, things like that. So those are the type of things that are hard to do when you're on a trip, because you don't have that stuff all the time. It happens to be this time we do. But as far as some weights, not all. But the point is, I'm being active every single time wherever I'm at, and I'm making sure that stays that way. So yeah, I feel great. I'm really excited about it. Been going again since January, so it's been 3 months straight, pretty much. Yesterday I was able to do the elliptical, and I did some. There's a weight machine, I can't remember what it's called, but working on my arms. They don't have a lot of things to do with your legs or lower body, so I kind of have to unfortunately put that off to the side a little bit. Obviously I'm doing the elliptical, so that is sort of your lower body, I guess, but it's not quite the same as doing weights. But anyway, I probably should be getting going here. I'll probably be back, I think. Who knows? If I'm not, though, you'll know. Anyways, hopefully I'll be back. My gosh, this is beautiful. Yep, well, back at the hotel. To take a little cat nap until we leave in a couple hours, because I am toast. Cassie is toast. And my brain hurts. So, yeah. It's really comfortable. Really comfortable. I have not felt this comfortable in a long time. Our bed is nice at home, but this one is so much better. Man, just really peaceful. Yeah, it's been a fun day. We got up, ate breakfast, went to the Mall of America, which is Mall of America. Some people think it's great. Some people think it's just another bigger mall. And we've been there a couple times together, but I've been there countless times before. It's nothing. It's a great mall. Don't get me wrong, but I don't really shop there. I got some shoes today that I needed, but beyond that, it's great for families, I think, that have kids, and yeah, I think that's great for that type of like for those types of people. But you know, I don't mind going there every once in a while for sure. Like there are some stores I do check out, but like I said, like where we live, there's not a lot of like there's a mall, but it's not great. In fact, I think it's one of the most boring malls in the state of Minnesota. But um, when we come up here, we can go to the Mall of America, and so occasionally we'll go. Um, but anyway, I'm gonna go take a nap because I'm tired, and yeah. So, with that being said, as always, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. As always, we'll be back in the next video at some point. Hopefully soon. I'm hoping.